to another episode of What Now Garage. In today's episode, we're going to be working on the 69 C10, which is in here now. We're going to be doing exhaust gaskets, exhaust manifold gaskets actually, and we start doing some body work and all that, not in this video, but we're going to just do it one step at a time, try to get y'all some good content, get y'all pulled in there. I'm actually waiting for the gasket to be shipped to O'Reilly's because nobody has parts for our cars. So we're gonna get started by tearing all this stuff apart, take out the carburetor, take off the intake and all that stuff like that. So, no further ado, let's rock. So as you can see, got your in here now. If I get back over the name of it, yes, it's named Dixie69. Nothing to do with anything, it's just a name. So, bought this probably 4 or 5 years ago. It's dirty right now. I literally just brought it from outside. I actually washed the bed out. That's one of the worst things about having one of these. Once you have it set out there, this thing gets covered in leaves and dirt and grime. The bed starts rusting out. I already got the seat and everything unbolted. All this stuff's torn apart. I was actually gonna put this seat in the 52, but FYI, just in case you don't know, that seat is wider than that car, so it didn't fit. So back in the truck it went. But like I said, previous episodes with this truck, I think we did lowering. We did a track bar in the back. Well, I actually did the rockers on this one. We're gonna be doing cab corners because they're a little bit crusty and rusty, as you can see. Awesomeness. But we're gonna do a repair on the doors. I'm actually thinking about doing my owners repair on the fenders, maybe cut out a little square here and weld it in bottom. Gonna redo that. But today, like I said, we're gonna be working on the it makes it tick when it runs. I got everything disconnected right now. But yes, it still has the inline 6, 1 barrel carburetor. I have an HEI in there. Changed out the radiator to a new radiator. Like I said, it's just small odds and ends. It actually has hoses for a power steering pump, but I don't have the pump. I actually have 2 pumps back here. So maybe we're gonna build a bracket and kind of do that stuff like that. We'll see how it goes with working on this truck here. Hopefully we can get our gasket in today, but I'll film taking all this apart. Doesn't have AC. I think the blower motor's burnt out of it, so it don't even have the heater on it. So we'll get started on that. Like I said, always keep the beds in your trucks cleaned out. This is all that came out of my truck because I just throw shit back there, and I say there it goes. All right, let me get some tools ready and then we'll get started. All right, so we're gonna take all this stuff apart real quick. Like I said, we're waiting on the gasket to come in. So we'll just go ahead and get started on all this. Actually, I found a pair of my sunglasses on the control arms. I was like, where the hell are my sunglasses going? I had to buy another pair because I thought I lost them. It ended up being on the control arm. Like I said, it's got so I ended up buying a new carburetor for this one, a 1 barrel, and it was actually damaged while it came in, and instead of just sending it back and waiting forever, I literally just took it and used base plate and everything else off the new one, a couple parts off the new ones, to make this one work actually. So that was actually pretty cool. So just take 2 of them and use make 1 carburetor. But I need to find out how these dudes, man, make these YouTube videos, man, when they look like their cameras are moving and they got, I guess they got all that fancy stuff. Oh, no fuel come out of that. But yeah, man, I'm still getting used to getting it to where everything moves and everything like that. I saw that on my phone that I could actually use it to use my phone as a 3D. That's 360. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could even do that. But we're gonna try to get all this disconnected so we can get the carburetor off. It's been a while since I've been in this thing. It's a good running truck. I mean, I bought it, like I said, 4 or 5 years ago from a guy that actually doesn't even live that far from me. And I think I gave him like $1,800 for it back in the day. And I drove this truck all the way to what was that? Tupelo. So I took it to Trace. It's a good truck. Let it run. It'll get you where you need to go. So yeah, it's only right that we take care of it and try to get it back on the road. I mean, it started a light tick whenever I was coming back from there. So I ended up replacing it with this gasket here, and it ended up getting worse. So I thought it was a lifter at first. So I checked my lifters and all that good stuff, and apparently it wasn't a lifter. It's dang exhaust leak. Well, that is just an exhaust leak. I hate that to reset all these lifters again. But she runs good. I think it's probably time for another oil change on her. It's been a while since I did an oil change on it. I did an oil change on the 52, so 52's got new Earl in it. Just FYI, we got 2 new subscribers. Appreciate y'all subscribing to the channel. Like I said, we're just doing normal stuff that you can do on the weekend when you ain't got time to do stuff, you know. So appreciate the followers and everything like that. We got some spiders all up in the truck. I can see them down there. Like I said, it's been sitting outside for a while. Vacuum. And don't be intimidated by doing all this stuff, man. It ain't really that hard to do all this. Some things are, you know, maybe out of your scope and everything like that, but man, you'll be able to do it. Like I said, I've done it before, and like I said, I've put this in here, and I actually put some of that exhaust gasket in to kind of, I should have just, because this is all new except for this. This is new here, but this is not new. So, I mean, it could be warped, it could have grooves in it to where it's causing an exhaust leak. So it could be any one of those things. Like I said, I got a new gasket coming in, and I don't really want to use this old gasket. But if I got to double it, I'm going to use the old gasket and that one. So. We'll make it work. I would say this though, The only good advantage about having, I can't see nothing. The good thing about having this small engine in here, man, you got all day, you got all this room to work on all this stuff. I mean, I can climb in this. Well, last time I was in here, actually, I think I did climb in here, and actually put this in, actually put it back together. I don't remember if I took that off last time or not. If I just took that off. Yeah, that'll work. We ain't gonna take that off then. Take it off right there. Sweet. Now is the pain, because you got your exhaust down here that connects to it. I don't remember what size it was. Might have been a 1/2 inch. That was just the exhaust itself was freaking leaking. And the only thing bad about lowering your vehicles, people, is you gotta work on stuff like this. You can't get underneath it because it's too dang low. I think it is a 1/2 inch. Let's see if I can get a socket for that. Alright, sorry to film me taking that exhaust pipe off, which was a pain, as you can see, all tore up. But is it me, or does this look like straight garbage? I mean, this thing was brand new, and I don't know what this is because I didn't spray any paint down there. This crap's just like, it's all pitted. This might have been the leak all along. I mean, this stuff's just peeling off, dude. I don't know what this is. But I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm still gonna replace that just in case it is. I think the kit comes with this. If not, I'll just buy another one. I mean, it sounds like freaking plastic. It's even on the inside. That's why I know it can't be paint, because it's on the inside of it too. Whatever this coating crap is, it's thick. Whatever it is, it's garbage. But I still want to take this off just in case that is a leak. That way I don't have to worry about anything else. So hopefully the rest of this comes off just as easy. It should. I don't think I over torqued them putting them back on. I think everything's about 9/16 on this damn thing. That was pretty dang loose. But I didn't want to over torque them, because everybody knows is what I do. Is you over torque these things, you snap them. Definitely didn't want to do that. And I did come back and try to re-torque it. You can actually see that I actually marked them 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. It still has the numbers on them, so you can tell I didn't paint anything because the numbers are still on this. That was barely on there too. I know I torqued all these down when I was in here last. And this is a 250 4.1 liter inline 6. They both look really, really good. I'm just gonna place these bolts and everything on top of the cab. That way I can kind of keep an eye on them. I mean, I really wasn't that torqued either. Hell, I might just need to torque the damn thing down, but we're in here now. We're in it. We're in it to win it. But we're gonna end up taking most of this wire down. And like I said, sorry about the dang noise. I thought about closing the garage door, but It is what it is. The only thing that's a pain about this, about doing it with one person, is that it gets heavy. It's kind of hard to hold that sucker up and put all the bolts back in. Of course, that was gonna be the fun one. See, that one was tighter. Like I said, I did put gasket stuff on here when I put it on there. I didn't want it to leak, and of course, it freaking leaked. It didn't leak when I first put it on there. It was fine. Maybe it just needed to be retorqued, I guess. But we come along too far to stop now. And a lot of y'all probably asking, why don't I just take the intake off of the exhaust? And I'm like, well, I don't feel like I don't want to take it off yet. And they give me a kit that doesn't have a gasket for it. And if it comes with a gasket, I'll take it off and I'll change all the gaskets again. We ain't scared around this bitch. And yes, it was 29 degrees the other day. Now I feel like it's 90. Probably gonna be a pain to get off because of that damn crap on there. Never see that again. It is muggy today, man. It's crazy. It is really, really muggy. Like crazy muggy. But I want to relook at the face of this thing and kind of look at it. They said you can actually scratch this against like a center block and reface it, resurface it. Reface it, resurface it. I don't know how true that is. I heard like some old hot rodders used to do that stuff. Old timers used to do that stuff all the time. Use what they had to get by. Uno más. It's coming off. It's coming down. Yeah, look, it's coming apart. Water temp. Like I said, this thing is heavy. Heavy. Can't really see any. Well, I see one spot right here. So like two, like number maybe 3 and 5, maybe. Yes. See how that just came? It's just fucking chinky ass. I mean, it's the metal one. I mean, it really ain't that. It looks really, really good too. Looks really good in there, actually. See if I can set you open this. I'm gonna get a rag. See if I can set y'all up over here. I mean, from what I see, this Doesn't look too bad on the gasket side. I mean, it's all freaking flimsy and crap. It's that cardboard stuff, man. Why can't we just go back with the metal gaskets, man? And you can see right there. I don't really see any cracks in the gaskets, man. It's kind of just, like I said, sorry about this. I'm trying to set y'all up in all this stuff here where I can get y'all to stand up. Man, that damn GoPro gets hot. There's really nowhere to set y'all. Let me just grab y'all. Let me just grab y'all real quick. How about that? Screw all that stuff. But you can see where all the... Let's see if I can just... Hold on 1 second. Oh, I got... So I gotta see if I can get a flashlight. I know I had one somewhere. There's my flashlight. Right there. Found it. But yeah. Doesn't really look that bad. I mean, I might have to scrape all this crap off. But I really don't see any signs of wear. It's all cruddy now. What I need to do is go ahead and scrub all this grime off. I can see right here on this manifold. They're kind of, maybe this one here, right there, and then maybe this one, right there. Just kind of see where the black is right here, where the exhaust may have been leaking through. We're gonna super scrape this, get all this crud off. I'm gonna try to see how level it is across the way, and then I'll be going to O'Reilly's and see if they got my new gasket and stuff. But we'll get back on it. We'll see. All right, well, the bad news is they didn't have my part. It's supposed to be there at 1 o'clock and it wasn't there, which it's cool. Y'all dirty a little bit. I'll just go get it tomorrow. It gave me a chance. I had to go get another pressure washer. One I had was broke, busted. So I did pressure wash the block because it was filthy. I did cover the ports. It does look like it has water in it, but it doesn't. It just shows like it's a little wet there, but there's no water got into it. It's just dripping off the top, getting on the edges. I did put rags in there. That all was black, all of it. It was like thick grime. You can actually see the aluminum on where the shifter linkage is now. I did both sides while I had it out because eventually I'm going to end up painting this. So I used a whole bunch of stuff. I used like some degreaser and stuff called Tough Stuff, whatever it is. It's like carpet cleaner, but man, it cuts through this stuff easy. Clean this off. Like I said, I don't have the parts yet, so I don't want to take this apart yet. Eventually I'm going to end up taking all this apart when I get all the pieces for it. It actually comes with another exhaust gasket. I showed y'all, I think I showed y'all in the video. I don't know if it comes with a coating or not. The guy said, well, it looks like paint. Well, the coating was on the inside of it too. So whatever this coating is, it just literally just chipped away. And I think that's where our exhaust leak was coming from. It may have been from me not torquing them down all the way, but like I said, I didn't want to tighten them too far, break a bolt in the head and in the block for the head and everything like that. So I didn't want to have to drill that out and tap it and everything like that. But tomorrow, hopefully he'll have my part tomorrow, and we'll film the rest of this, putting this all back together, and we'll test it to see if it's leaking. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we got it this time. I talked to my little helper. He's going to be coming in a few weeks or a week or so. What I plan on doing, I want to lift the bed off, take the bed off the truck, and I got like a 2 posts out there. I want to take this and kind of just lift this completely off. Take the toolbox out, take the bed completely off. That way I can do cap corners. Like I was trying to show y'all, it's all ate up. there. You can see here a hole in the door. I'm fixing this. I'm not replacing any parts. I decided I'm gonna do everything myself. I'm probably gonna get new mirrors, kind of like I did on the 52. These mirrors, I'm gonna weld up the holes where they are in the door, grind it, put it down. I'm gonna put some round bar here. These drip pans are notorious for leaking. They're garbage. I don't like them. And if you cut them, these are kind of like pressed, so you leave a gap. And I don't want this to separate. I've seen people cut them where it's flush and they weld. You have to be really, I'm not that good. I'll tell you right now. I admit I'm not that good. So I plan on just getting like some round bar, like grind all this edge out, get all this rust off. Any parts that are like creased like this little gap in it, I want to weld this shut. But I'm gonna put a piece of round bar comes up and over to the roof. So it's gonna be welded on this edge, weld it to the actual roof, and that way when it rains, it's gonna actually just roll off the side of the truck. The back part here, I plan on just taking take the round bar, come down so far, and then take flat stock and just kind of come down here on the back side and just make it flat on the back. I'm not really worried about it going around all the way across. So like I said, that's gonna be like later on in the other videos when we start doing all this stuff. I want to get the engine to where it's running correctly. Like I mean, it runs correctly, but it runs really good actually. I just want to get the exhaust. It was just aggravating, dude. And when it runs, it actually sounds good. It doesn't even sound like an inline six. You know, I'm not saying it sounds like an LS, but it's got a nice rumble to it. Like I said, I got a cherry bomb on this one too, just like I have on that one. But yeah, we're gonna end up doing that. So hopefully my part comes in tomorrow, and we'll pick it up from there. We'll do the whole installation of the gasket and everything like that. I think I'm gonna text my buddy tonight, see if he wants to come out. I'm trying to get like people who don't really know anything about cars, and people who are willing to learn about it, and try to teach them some things. Like I said, this is mainly for entertainment purposes and learning. Like I said, I don't know everything, but I know enough to get me by to where I'm comfortable enough. If I'm not comfortable doing it, I always ask. I'm not afraid to ask people. But yeah, we're gonna do complete remake of this whole truck. Kind of just cut all that stuff off the firewall, re-weld all that stuff back together. I want to make this firewall solid. Any holes that goes into the cab is gonna be sealed up. I don't want any water getting into the truck. The heater box, I'm gonna see about that. Kind of nice to have a heater in there. If not, I'm gonna put a plate on it and blank it off. I mean, I'll just jump put a jumper hose on the heater core. That way I ain't gotta worry about that stuff anymore. But yeah, other than that, she's ready to rock, man. I'm just ready to get done with this thing and see what it's gonna look like, and hopefully y'all find this entertaining enough to continue watching. But yeah, we'll pick it up again tomorrow. We'll go get my parts and take on from there. See y'all later. All right, y'all. Second day. I just took my carburetor and kind of put some new vacuum hose plugs, and I actually found a newer hose for the actual choke here. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Trying to keep our parts kind of close. I need to clean up these threads and everything like that. So we did get the part in. Apparently came in yesterday. Part number is going to be FEL MS 9786. It actually came with the complete kit. It has everything. So like I said, if it came with everything, we'll change everything. It even has the intake gasket, all that stuff. It still seems it seems thicker than the other one, which I guess is better than nothing. I went wipe the block down with some alcohol to kind of clean the surface. That way get any grease and grime and all away from it. It's really tight. I don't know why there's so many washers stacked here. Anyway, we're gonna get back to doing all this. That way we can hopefully by the end of this today, we can have this thing back running. Hopefully no exhaust leaks, which would be awesome. Dude, I got all kind of stuff on this thing. I don't know what all this is. Might be burnt leaves. Who knows? But yeah, I got all the old vacuum pieces. I mean, this one's still pretty good. We still bendable. I'm gonna keep that on the side. But these here are all dry rotted. I got one of those little kits Well, I've been having it, but I bought one of them back in the day just to just in case I needed some vacuum ports, plug some vacuum ports while I have the pieces. You have one on the bottom, gonna have two on the top. Gonna be 9/16 like everything else. Probably have to get a socket for this one, maybe. Yep, I'm gonna need a socket. Here, man. That makes it a lot easier. Let's see if she'll come apart. Like with ease. This doesn't seem like it was sealed. But like I said, we got a new one. Yeah, I put RTV on all this crap too, but I wanted to make sure it's sealed. Get my little scraper. Just joking. I got it. Sorry about the road noise, man. I live on one of the busiest highways. I don't understand it. It's like a side road to everything else around this town. And everybody and their grandma takes this road versus just going through town. But it is what it is. So anyway, like I said, I can't wait to open that to see if this ring for that exhaust is the same as the other one. It looks the same, which means it's crap. And you don't have to use all the parts from the kit. You can kind of, if you want to, if you feel like the parts are cheeky or cheap, you can always order the parts separate. I just ordered it because they had it all together. I was hoping they had everything together, but I guess they did. So here we are. It's gonna grind me there, but. I'm just gonna use some 320 just to kind of scuff up the edges just enough to clean the rest of the stuff off. That's what I did for all the other surfaces. I actually brought it down to, I think I had like 1500 in there, kind of smooth it out. But I did take a straight edge, like I said, and make sure it was all flush. The blocks flush, everything is flush, man. It's pretty amazing that it was all, there's no, like the block and all is not warped where it touches, so it's should just bolt right back up and should be fine. I think I just need to torque it down a little bit more than I had it before. I did buy some more of that exhaust gasket in the tube. I don't know if I want to use it. It says it takes 90 minutes for it to set up. It's an hour and a half. So I may run a little bit. I'm not gonna put as much. I may just put a little bit just around the edges, because I want the gasket to be the one that seals, not this stuff here. And tomorrow's my birthday, so my son's supposed to be coming down tomorrow. Tomorrow with me. May go ride around, do some stuff. Plan on taking him to where I work at so he can meet some of my coworkers. I feel like putting with those damn birds. Get out of here, birds. But vehicles instead. Like I said, I'm not gonna have it like perfectly clean. I think that's the reason why I put it on there, because this is kind of like thin right there. Get my rag and my alcohol. I think that's the reason why I end up using this stuff. Like I said, I am using alcohol. I like using this stuff. I use it on everything, man. Especially even when I paint stuff, I'll use the alcohol versus that oil and grease remover. You can get a bottle of alcohol for like what, $2, $3. So all that's clean, but like I said, as you can see right here, it's kind of pitted here and there. I know I'm putting oil back on. I'm just using alcohol. I just want to show you, but right here, see how thick this side is? Maybe like, that's probably like a 1/4 inch. That's like an 1/8. This is like almost a 1/16 there. It's like this here. And this was brand new. This isn't. This is original. But this was brand new. It doesn't look brand new because I didn't paint it or anything like that. So I may put a little bit on here just to seize how it's gonna work out. It just sucks that you gotta wait. I recommend it 90 minutes. It sucks. It looks like the same cheeky crap. I guarantee that's gonna leak. This is thick, man. It's pretty good. So I'm saying it'll seal. It'll seal really, really good because this whole flat surface here. But I may want to put just a little bit there just to hold it. I may not even wait the 90 minutes for it to get tacky. I may just put it on there and it's pretty hot out here. So maybe it'll work. Where did I put that stuff at? I put it somewhere. Who knows? You ever get to the point in your life where you just start forgetting where you put crap all the time? That's me. All right, let me go find this stuff and I'll get y'all going again. Found it. It was in the house. Anyway, this is the stuff. It's called The Right Stuff. I guess New Kids on the Block made this stuff. Who knows? Showed you my age there. Anyway. So we get this stuff on there. Like I said, I'm not gonna put a lot. Like, I may just put some here on this edge because of how thin it is. Man, that sun is burning me up. Just to put some over there. It said 90 minutes for it to cure, so that'll be all right. I just won't start it until I need to. Whoop. Stuffs. Like I said, I don't want to glob it on here. Last time I had too much. A little uneven spot right there. A little corner right here. Everything else I would seal. Like so. Anyway, so I guess I could put like a, just to keep it to where it doesn't move. I really don't want to use this stuff again, but here we are, we're in it. This stuff is thick as hell, man. I just put that on there just to hold the gasket in place. Yep. We know this one here goes right there. So just reverse the process. So what we'll do is we'll take this and turn it sideways. What you do is pretty put some washers on here. Don't like that. I don't like the way that looks. So let's see if we can get some washers on here. These are the bigger ones. Anyway, how y'all guys doing? Christmas is 2 days away. Hopefully y'all find yourself enjoying it with family, friends. I just didn't like the way that looked with not having washers. Sure, at one point it had washers for everything. For some reason this boat here ain't wanting to grab. Ain't grabbing at all. Tell you what, let's do it the other way. Let's see what happens on these threads. You don't want to force things like that because then start cross-threading. So let's see what the problem is. That one grabs. Money. All right, rinse and repeat. Two. Let's see. Make that make sense. Stand it. It ain't grabbing, y'all. I don't understand why it ain't grabbing. I'm not gonna cut away because I want y'all to see that it's actually in. And y'all just see me put that in. It's not grabbed. Make that make sense, y'all. So I'm gonna kind of snug them to where they're kind of even, and then I'll tighten it. Make that make sense. Y'all seen that, right? I literally just put the ratchet on it, and then I don't know. I can't make it up. Can't make it up, folks. Can't do it. So I think the torque on this is all of it. There we go. Sweet. Also be careful when you do this, that way you don't strip this because it's just casted. Looks pretty good. So that one's on there. So now, like I said, I'm kind of leery about this thing. Man, it just feels so cheap. I mean, you can see it flaking. We're gonna try it. Hopefully we can get this thing to work. All right, let me get some stuff set up. So actually loosen these back up that way, because I noticed there was there wasn't even, so you get room to move. So I want it to be able to move that way. I know for sure that that's going to sit flush. As long as these bolts are started, it should be fine. So loosen these up just a little more. These are already ready to go. So now, see, when I put it in there now, it'll sit flush when I tighten these up. Tighten them to the truck, then tighten those on the top, and then everything should be copacetic and it shouldn't have any exhaust leaks. But I still don't like this crap, which, by the way, is a pain to get to, by the way. And I don't like it. So like I said, hopefully this solves the problem with the exhaust leak. We can go into all like the cooler stuff, like modifying the truck. I want to modify the truck. I don't want it to look like I said, a basic C10. I want it to have its own unique character. I don't want it to look like everybody else's stuff. I want it to be mine, you know, unique type of build. We'll see. But like I said, I'll loosen those up. That way these can sit flush against the truck. And we don't have to worry about all that other stuff. So, then we'll put a little bit of that RTV, whatever, on this. It's got some syrup. I'm gonna clean all this stuff up. So I already sanded all this down. I just got rust because it's sitting there in the back of the truck. But all this stuff's pretty much clean. I'm ready to hear this thing run. Like, really ready to hear this thing run again, like it used to. So I'm gonna put some on here just to hold the gasket in place. I think it actually has the holders on here. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna put it on the engine. That's messy. All the bolts on top of the truck, so get all that stuff set up. So this thing's nice. This one's actually is really nice. You have exhaust leaks. It's driving you crazy. Ticking that this thing won't go away. It's just, where's it coming from? Well, here at What Now Garage, we can fix your ailments. Not only can we fix your exhaust leaks, we can give you new ones. All right, so sorry I didn't film the installation of this thing. It's pretty, I ain't gonna say simple, but you can pretty much figure it out. Kind of gave me some trouble getting in. There's a bolt that goes in the back that doesn't line up with anything, but I literally just put all of them back to where they need to be, all six. It was a pain because usually you take the intake off of it and everything, I divide it, that way it's lighter. I'm lazy, so I just left it on there. I actually changed this one out too, but I torqued them down 1, 3, 6, 2, 4. I'm sorry, 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. I just kept going back in a pattern until they were tight. I could see that the gasket's actually squeezed, which is good, which means that's sealed. I tightened this back up, which means that's sealed. I actually had to jack the truck up to get this piece back in there for the exhaust. Hopefully that seals. If not, I'm gonna go to a muffler shop and have them give me a thicker one to put in there, because apparently they can't get me any of them that's bigger for this one. Don't know why, but they don't. But I already installed the carburetor back in it. So we're just gonna start putting things back together, button everything back up, and test to see if this thing's gonna actually leak or not. Like I said, it was a pain. I literally had to walk away for a second because I had a few choice words which can't be said on YouTube, so I don't want to get demonetized. But calm down. It's only a truck. So I'm going to start putting stuff back together. Hopefully we've solved this issue with the exhaust leak. I got metal all in my finger. But anyway, I got into the truck and put that piece back in. And we'll see if that fixes the exhaust leak. Hopefully it does. It should, because everything's pretty tight. I checked around there to make sure that wasn't the piece down there wasn't loose. Where did my fuel hose go? Right here. Hopefully, I gotta tighten that spark plug too, because it's it came loose. I don't really think there's much more to put together. I gotta put the electric choke back on it. I threw that wire over here. There. Like I said, I'm gonna be rewiring all this stuff, so it ain't gonna stay that way. This one goes with breather. I think it's this one here, which that was number 2. This is number 1. Give me a second. I had to change the wires out. The wires don't really fit, so I had to improvise. I'm getting these to fit a little tighter. Go. That should be everything besides putting the battery back together. Leave vacuums. Let me go get the keys real quick. But like I said, it was a pain. It literally fought me the whole time, trying to get that thing back in there. usually pretty ornery to start up. I may have to put some fuel down the neck to get it to start. See if she's gonna roll over first. I want to make sure everything should be still hooked up. Everything should be correct. All that's hooked in that PVC valve. Because I was crawling through this engine bay. So I'm just trying to knock everything loose. Where did that come from? Y'all see that? They come from the bottom. Let's see. All right, sorry, my camera died and it didn't get the outro that I did earlier. I already took a shower and everything. So just to give y'all kind of an overview, like I said, it wasn't a win today. Everything is torqued down tight. I can't get it any tighter without snapping the bolts. The leak is somewhere right up in here, between where the carburetor base is, the intake here. It's somewhere down in here. So what I'm thinking is that it's one of the gaskets. Like I said, the gaskets look cheap. I should have just went online and bought one, and I didn't. I went to O'Reilly's figuring it was going to be a good set. Everything else sealed, but except for right there. So what I'm gonna end up doing is buy another set, but double gasket it to make sure that it's actually going to seal properly. It was leaking from 3 sections, but now it's only leaking from 1, which is kind of a win. So I'm gonna get a new gasket. I'm not gonna refilm it, so we regurgitated content, so I don't want to do all that to you. We're gonna move on from that and start working on like the firewall and the wiring. Remove that valance in the front that I made. I can't get a jack under the truck, so I want to get that off of there. Probably pull the seat, leave the gas tank in, so when we do fix the exhaust, I can run it, make sure everything's still good. I mean, I could probably just start it with gas, with a small boat tank. I got a boat tank I can just put in there. So we're gonna go from there. But with this vehicle here, it's gonna be a little bit different than the Plymouth. I plan on doing something really special with this truck. I'm gonna put my own twist on it. It's still gonna be a classic vehicle. It's still gonna be a C10. It's still gonna be a long bed. I'm not cutting it down. So for all y'all who think I'm gonna be cutting a long bed down to a short bed, I'm not. It's gonna be a long bed. But I want to do something really cool with the fenders, with the exhaust, with the sides of the beds and stuff like that. I got a couple ideas in my head that I want to do. A few other things with the truck. I want to get some ideas on paint schemes. I really like the charcoal and blue combination that I'm thinking about going with, but I may ask around a couple of buddies, or if y'all want to comment on what color it should be, just let me know, and then we'll go from there. We'll pick the best color combination and we'll put that in there. I want to change the wheels. I'll probably end up just buying some new wheels and tires for it. I was gonna get a new grill. That grill's shot. It's just old. So the grill will be new. Fender's gonna stay, like I said, stay the same. I'm gonna just cut out all the metal, do all the welding myself, cab corners, doors. There's 1 or 2 spots inside the bed, but other than that, that's fine. I want to redo the tailgate. Want to roll that edge on the bottom of the tailgate, cut that out, refab everything on the tailgate. The only part that's gonna probably have a dent in it. It's gonna be the tailgate. I don't want to change the tailgate. I don't. It's the original tailgate. It got rear-ended in my yard, so I came off the highway and hit it. So I want to keep the original tailgate. I'm just gonna paint it. It's gonna have that 1 dent in there. Maybe I'll just do something funny like paint a Band-Aid or something on it. But other than that, we'll fix that exhaust leak. We'll get y'all some more content out. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get one out once a week, a week and a half. But like I said, this truck here is gonna be something special. Hopefully I'll watch it from now until the end, until when it's finished, and see what the unveiling is gonna be with this vehicle. It's not gonna be like in a car show or this or that. It's just something that I wanted to do for a long time. and I finally have the opportunity to do it. So that's why I wanted to do a very, very good job on that one. I did a very good job on my 52. That's mine. I love that thing. But this one I want to do extra special because of what I want to do with it. So with that being said, it's going to be the end of this episode. Like I said, all of them can't be a win. You can watch everybody else's YouTube channel. They always mess up on something, but it's a good learning experience. It shows y'all that even though you know a lot or know some about mechanical work, there's some things that kind of hold you back, but then you conquer it. You figure out the problem and you fix it, and that's what we're going to do. So please like, subscribe, and share for What Now Garage. See y'all next time.